Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here on Boreal Bushcraft Canada. What I'd like to show you guys today is a new knife that I received a few weeks ago from a good friend of mine out west. He goes by the name of Greg Lightfoot, Lightfoot Knives. I'm sure some of you guys have heard of him. He ranks as one of the top knife makers in the world, and some of his knives are classified as jewelry. Now, not only are they beautiful and original, they are also extremely functional. Now, I had the pleasure of being introduced to Greg through a good buddy of ours and a longtime member of Boreal Bushcraft Canada, goes by the name of the Bushcraft Canuck, Wayne from Bushcraft Canuck, excuse me. And I'm so glad that he introduced me to this fella. The knives that this guy makes are amazing, guys. I was waiting for almost 6 weeks to get this baby, and I'm telling you, he might have even put me in front of the line. I originally asked him to make me a bushcraft type of knife, like a woodlore clone and what have you. And then I thought to myself, what the hell am I going to do with another woodlore clone type of knife? You know, let's do something else. So I left it to Greg. Wynn told me, you can trust this guy. Believe me, he's going to come up with something that's going to blow your mind. And I have to say he did. I was patient enough. I waited, and he came up and he custom made the Bush Boss. Okay. Now, when you first take a look at this knife, you're going to say to yourself, what a beast. But it's not only a beast, it's a beautiful beast which is functional, okay? Now, it's not a knife for everybody. They're not cheap. They're all handmade, and he's up there when it comes to price. Although his work is exceptional, and he's renowned throughout the world. Excuse me, that phone won't stop, you know. Yeah, so let me approach the camera a bit, zoom in, and we'll talk a bit about this baby. And again, this is going to be strictly a tabletop review. I'm going to, give you the dimensions, the specs of this knife, what it's made out of. But I will be doing a field review a little later on in the season, and we'll be testing this baby out. Before I forget, I know our friend Wynn from Bushcraft Canuck has done a review on a very, very similar knife. Actually, it's the same knife, but in a smaller scale. I believe it's about an inch. It's a little smaller than this one here. Okay, this is why he's calling this one the Boss and the other one the Bushcraft. So stay with me. Let me approach the cameras, and we'll take a look at this baby a little closer up. Okay, guys. So let me introduce the Bush Boss by Lightfoot Knives. The overall length of the knife is about 9.5 inches. The cutting edge on the knife, you're looking at approximately 4.5 inches. The overall length of the blade is 4 3/4. The thickness at the spine is between 5 and 6 mil. So yes, it is a beast. Okay. It's got, like I said before, the hammered finish. It's made out of CPM 154 stainless steel. And if you pay close attention to the point of the knife, it's what we call a subsonic tip. And the reason he grinds them like this is to give you guys that extra protection against snapping off the tip when you're going to be drilling. And I have to say also that the tip is on center with a handle, making it very easy to drill your holes for your your bow drills and what have you. Sharp, what can I tell you? It's razor sharp. It comes razor sharp, and it does hold an edge. Okay, I mean, I'm sure you can You can chop with this thing and then go out there and slice tomatoes and you won't have a problem. Hollow grind, which is something new to me. I've never used a hollow grind before, and I can't wait to start playing with this baby. I saw Win demonstrate how this thing works when he's doing feather sticks and chopping batoning on the smaller version, and he does have a video on it. All you have to do is go to Bushcraft Canuck and you'll see the review that he does, and it's pretty intense. Okay, the handle material, he blew my mind when I saw it. This guy's an artist. He combined G10 with wood, so you get the best of both worlds, guys. You get durability, okay, because we all know how tough G10 is. I mean, you can, it's bomb-proof, and you get the beauty of the wood finish. So, combination wood and G10. I don't know if I missed anything. It's got a lanyard hole in the back here, so you can put a lanyard in case you want to, baton or actually chop. You got 2 screws here. I mean, you got 4 actually. You got 2 on this side, you got another 2 on this side here. Okay. Full tang, of course. Okay. Jimping on the top. And being a beast as it is extremely, extremely comfortable. One thing I mentioned to Greg is that I'm concerned with my knives, because as we speak, in my collection I only have one knife that I'm completely comfortable with, and I can use it all day long, and it just does not hurt my hand. I don't know if you can see this, but I had a boxing accident about 25 years ago, and I actually broke almost every bone in this hand. So I got like metal plates in here. And like I said, there's only one knife in my collection that I can use continuously all day long, and my hand does not get numb. So when Greg built this knife, and I did mention this handicap that I have, he did a crazy job in designing his handle. I mean, you'd think that he took a cast of my hand and he built these scales to just get cradled into my hand, and I'm pretty sure that I will not have any issues. The finish on this knife, everywhere from the tip all the way to the back, to the back end, it's got a mirror finish. I mean, you can run your fingers through it, and there's no hot spots whatsoever. Beautiful guard. Like I said, you got the jimping up on top, and Lightfoot insignia over here. That's it for the knife. Oh, one more thing. When you're using your ferro rod, sorry, I almost forgot. You see the top part of the knife over here? It's got that little kind of arc. Well, it serves a purpose. It rests your fire steel right there. Your fire steel won't go, from left to right when you're trying to strike it. And trust me, the spine on this thing, not only 90 degrees. I mean, if I run my finger across it, I'll probably cut my finger. It'll start to bleed. That's how sharp this thing is. And beautiful knife. Not for everybody. It's not a cheap knife, but it is handmade. I believe all his knives are one of a kind. Okay? And like I said, I didn't know if I was going to keep this thing on my wall or if I'm going to go out and play around with it. And he assured me, he goes, you take it out, you beat the living crap out of it. Nothing will happen to this knife. I mean, it's built strong, built to last, and a knife that you can pass on, to your grandkids. So price point, you're looking upwards of about $800-900 Canadian. They're actually retailing right now for $700 US for anybody who's interested. And the guy to look up is Greg Lightfoot, Canadian boy, and he makes beautiful sheaths too. This one has an antique finish to it. I asked him for a dangler because that's my preferred type of carry. And I can't wait to take this baby out in the back and beat the living crap out of it. And I'm sure at the end I'll still have a, I'll still have a hand that's functional and it won't be in pain. And I'll have a knife, that after using will put a big smile on my face. So I encourage all of you guys to look him up. Greg Lightfoot, Lightfoot Knives, the Bush Boss. Thanks for being here, guys. I'll see you all in the next vid. So long for now.